Hi, I'm Amit Sengupta, and this is a video on geography brought to you by Edupedia World. In this video, we are going to learn about types of monsoon in India. Monsoon is nothing but the rainy season. Now, according to Indian Meteorological Department, weather in India is divided into three different seasons, and they are winter, summer, and the monsoon. And monsoon is further divided into two types. One is incoming monsoon and another one is outgoing or retreating monsoon. Generally, the best time to visit India is during the winter, when the weather in most places is relatively cool and pleasant. Monsoon plays a vital role for Indian subcontinent. Monsoon term refers to seasonal moisture-rich winds. Now let's take a look at these points that make monsoon essential. The first one is rural income. Two-thirds of Indians depend on agriculture. That makes so many farmers wait for the rains to begin so that in summer they can start sowing seeds of major crops such as rice, sugar, cotton, coarse cereals. They are something that we eat on regular basis. I hope you understand these essentials and their needs in our life. The second point is it replenishes water reservoirs. Now, water reservoirs stores water for drinking purposes, power generation and irrigational purposes. Rainwater is a good freshwater resource. Remember that. Hence, it is a must for any nation to create infrastructure to store these fresh water. And the third point is it boosts the Indian economy. Now, I want you to understand this chain reaction. When rural income increases, that is, when there is good rain and the agricultural yield was adequate, that will bring profit to the farmers. Therefore, the spending of these farmers will also increase. This will create demand for manufactured goods like TV, vehicles, fan, and other household domestic items, which in turn helps the national economy. Industrial growth is dependent on it. Just remember that. Now let's get to know about different types of monsoons in India. In India we will find two types of monsoon. They are the southwest monsoon, which is the main monsoon, and they come from the southwestern part of the country. And then we have the northeastern monsoon. They are also called retreating monsoon. That is, they leave the Indian subcontinent while still causing rainfall. Now you can have a look at these two pictures that showcases both the southwestern as well as northeastern monsoon. The southwestern monsoon that comes from the southwestern part of the country, it occurs during the summer season. Remember that. And the other monsoon, that is the northeastern monsoon that comes from the northeastern part of the country, that occurs during the winter season. Now let's try to understand both the monsoon in detail. First, let's begin with the southwestern monsoon. Now this monsoon starts in early June and settles by mid-July. So if you notice, by the end of May or June, the summer season comes to an end, and only after that, monsoon season begins. Now Kerala is the first state to receive rain due to southwestern monsoon, because it lies exactly in the southwestern side of India. So the southwestern monsoon starts from the Arabian Sea in the west coast and slowly moves towards the entire Indian subcontinent. Now let's try to understand about its formation. During summer, the northern hemisphere is much warmer due to the position of sun rays, because at this time the position of Earth is slightly tilted towards the sun, and most of the sun rays fall in the northern hemisphere. Due to so much of sun rays, the landmass in the northern hemisphere is warmer than the ocean bodies. Now due to this phenomena, high pressure and low pressure system is created. Landmass being warm generates low pressure, and the water body generates high pressure. And always remember, air moves from high pressure to low pressure. This pushes the wind towards low pressure areas, that is the landmass, and thus causes rain. I hope now you understand the mechanism of southwestern monsoon. Southwestern monsoon arrives in two branches, and they are the Bay of Bengal branch and the Arabian Sea branch. Now let's read about the actions of southwestern monsoon. As we know, that they start from the Arabian Sea in the west coast. Therefore, it strikes first the Malabar coast in Kerala on the first day of June. Along the western Ghats, it reaches Mumbai on June 9. It reaches Delhi on June 29. There is a delay here because the southwestern wind of Bay of Bengal is responsible in covering a long journey before it reaches the Indo-Gangetic plains. When it finally reaches, it brings rain to the states that lie on the Indo-Gangetic plain. Always remember, the southwestern monsoon of Arabian Sea branch moves towards the northeastern side, that is towards Himalaya, because if you look at the map, northeastern region is diagonally opposite to southwestern region. The southwestern monsoon of Bay of Bengal branch moved towards the northwestern side through the Indo-Gangetic plain. Again, the diagonally opposite principle applies here as well. Now it's time to understand the second type of monsoon, which is northeastern monsoon. It begins in the month of November. It is generally the onset of winter in India. Now during winter, the northern hemisphere witnesses moderate cold weather. We have read about this in the previous slides, that how during summer the position of northern hemisphere is slightly tilted towards the sun, and because of that ample of sun rays falls on the northern hemisphere. Similarly, during winter the position of northern hemisphere is away from the sun, and due to that less sun rays falls on northern hemisphere, and this causes winter. December and January are the coldest month in India. Now in Himalayan region, heavy snowfall takes place. Himalayan mountains act as a barrier and protect the Indian subcontinent from the cold chilly winds of Arctic Circle. And we have read this before, that cold temperature causes high pressure. After winter, when sun rays move from southern hemisphere towards equator, it makes the water bodies warm. Wind moves from high pressure to low pressure zone. Now the water body being warm attracts the cold wind from the land mass, and due to this phenomena again rain is caused, and which is termed as northeastern monsoon. Now that these two phenomena is well known to you, and there are many reasons how important monsoon is to the Indian subcontinent, some of which again we have seen in this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.